Well, guys, I have a little bit of a complaints, a little bit of rant slash question from Nintendo. I gotta take this out for a little bit. This involved NSO. Now, it doesn't involve the $20 one. Well, actually, it kind of does. Because there's one game. Actually, there's a couple of games that came out on the SNES I would love to see. And we'll get to that here in a minute. So, first of all, drop the price, Nintendo. Drop it. Don't make us pay $50 for an expansion pass. It's like asking, PS4 asking, what, $100? Or no, PlayStation, Sony asking for us to spend $100 just to get what? Maybe old PS1 games on a PS4 / PS5s? That is stupid. I'm not saying PlayStation needs to do that. I'm just saying that's the mindset that makes people not want to buy the Nintendo. Pay extra for extra content. Another thing, okay, I understand that Happy Home Paradise is brand new, is a brand new DLC. It's huge. I like that. But again, first of all, drop the price. Take it down to maybe $20. Don't make us pay $50 for an add-on. Now, if it was a game that we were going to get, yeah, I would pay that much for it. But it's a DLC. And it blows my mind that Nintendo was like, oh, we're gonna make it to where we're gonna make you pay $50 for NSO for an expansion pass that you can actually get the game for free. Nintendo, that's another thing that baffles me. Why? Why do we need to pay for it every year and you give us a game for free, but not really? You're giving us a $50 game that we have to get if we get the NSO expansion pass and we don't get it next year. Bye-bye, Happy Home Paradise. It's like, you want us to pay extra for the Nintendo Switch Online and then this new pass. Just give us the freaking game for free. Forever. Okay, this goes back to the PlayStation, okay? PlayStation, yes. They do ask you to pay every year for a free game. But their prices are reasonable. And I've got games like Life is Strange. I think there was another game I got for free one time. And I played it and I had to put it away. I couldn't play it anymore. I just couldn't play it anymore. But that's another thing. Nintendo. If you're going to give us a game for free with our expansion pass, Give us something more. Don't give us Sega Genesis. Don't give us N64. Give us something that's going to come with for that price. Give us Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. I don't know, maybe give us the Sega Game Gear. Crying out loud. That is dumb. It's bad marketing. Nobody's going to want to pay that much for glitchy mess. That's another thing I wanted to touch base on. If you're going to release a terrible experience, fix it. Now, I've talked about this during my Origami King review. They did fix that. They fixed everything on the game. But when N64 came out on the Switch, I don't have it, by the way. I'm not going to get it until they fix it. It was glitchy. It was terrible. I don't understand. You have a console that it works fine on. The Wii U. The Wii even had a better N64 launch. And yet, when you compare it to Nintendo Switch, you have no fog. You have bad glitchy mess of great games. Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, anything on there. Nintendo, just fix it. One last thing. Where the hell are two of my favorite games? Now, I know one of them came out later on in the as the Super Nintendo was wrapping up. But Super Mario RPG is a game I used to play non-stop. That game is amazing. And yet, we don't have it. Now, I don't know if it's a licensing issue, but, okay, you can ask Square Enix, hey, can we take Super Mario RPG, since we have part of the right to the characters from the game, and also, before you say, well, it might be a problem with emulation. Guys, Star Fox. Look at Star Fox on the Nintendo Switch. It works perfectly. That was one game I was really hoping they'd bring out. And then, I know it's a stretch, but Illusion of Gaia. Now, those who aren't familiar, Illusion of Gaia is a Zelda-esque adventure game. It's got RPG elements in it. It's amazing. And that's another game I used to play. Among Super Mario World 2, Donkey Kong Country, you name it, I played it. But we have all three Donkey Kong games on there. We have Super Metroid on there. We've got Super Mario World, Star Fox on there. And you know what? Where's Earthbound? You have it on the SNES Classic. Are you not going to bring it on there? Are you? Because if you can put it on the SNES, you sure as hell can put it on the Switch. I played that game and fell in love with that game. And you're telling me that you're not going to put Earthbound, you're not going to put Super Mario RPG on there, you're not going to put Illusion of Gaia on there, although I think that probably will not happen. Just saying. I'm not expecting it to happen because that game was kind of weird. And some people might not want to play it. But you put the Immortal on the NES. One of the worst games on the NES on the Nintendo Switch. And anyone who's watched AVGN knows what I'm talking about. That game is terrible. He even says it in his review. The port, anyway. He does say that the other games, the other versions of the game are great. But, you know what? I'm going to come out and say this. Maximum Carnage. Another game. Where's that game? If you're going to bring out horrible games, bring out Maximum Carnage. The Spider-Man game. That game is by far the best beat 'em up besides Final Fight. And that's not going to happen because it's on the Capcom arcade release. So yeah. I mean, it might happen. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm sorry this was too long, but I'm very disappointed in Nintendo. This game, you have a console out for 2 years. Wait, 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. And you decide that you're done with the original and you make an OLED and then you do this shit, excuse my language, right here. Come on. Come on, Nintendo. Anyway, I'm sorry for the rant. I am blown away that Nintendo started out like a tiger. It just went all out. We had a great start, but then we got some good games. We got some good games coming out next year. Breath of the Wild 2, which I'm really excited for. But then we have what I talked about. Let's just say, Nintendo, fix your problems, please. So that way we can play in 64 games and drop the price to the expansion pass. Please. I'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys next time.